We discussed Rome, he and I. Gwen wandered round the living room. Civilized man says, I am self, I am master, all the rest is other, outside, below, underneath, subservient. As she's driving round this big, sad, fabulous country, a country's like a flower pressed in time. Lucian had been afraid of all this. He had feared lest love itself should destroy love. No, I am the town doctor, and I am a friend of the mayor. Then we have a romance. Melina meets a people's artist. His name is Vladimir Ilyich, and he's a Russian dancer. As I walk down the highway, a police car pulls up next to me. That was my introduction to San Francisco, this grandiose, free and beautiful scenario.
Dead ringers. He plays twin gynecologist who becomes obsessed with teratologies of the womb, mutant cervixes with double, triple cavities. Deviant, unrolled chambers that can only be planted and palpated and excised with a selection of Baroque tools designed entirely for the purpose of unlocking the secrets of a foul hysteria. Few pathologies or teratologies because it is nothing if not that. Encapsulate the abject as neatly and perfectly as endometriosis. Literally means like a coronavirus virus that mutates in a strangely erotic way through an aberrant channel into the porous bodies of nubile women from within. It comes from within. As the tissue continues to thicken, breaks down, responds to menstrual cycle hormones, and bleeds during the menstrual cycle, endometriosis forms deep inside the body, anywhere inside the body. It comes from within. And because this tissue has no way to exit your body, it becomes trapped. Scar tissue and ropey adhesions form, and this can cause organ fusion and anatomical changes. The endometrium, no matter where it spreads in the body, is on the same grim cycle as the menstrual period, which is regulated by estrogen. This means that the tissue sheds, bleeds, causes inflammation in any part of the body to which it has attached itself. This produces a uniquely fierce pain because your body is always racked by violent transformation. Your organs are changing, and imagine that they're fusing together to form a new landscape comprised entirely of sticky endometrial tissue, as if by some diabolical surgery enacted by a filthy butcher with bulging fists that appear themselves to be hocks of meat. Imagine that your organs are changing and that your pain is psychosexual. That your psychosexual pain sits in the small of your back. Unfurling, it curls up and flicks its tail in your pelvis and lower back like a snake caught on fire, making you bleed at inappropriate times, and in inappropriate ways, and in inappropriate amounts. Imagine that you bleed up a clot the size of the butcher's fist. Expelling it makes you see stars. Imagine that this inappropriate new interior body landscape is gluey and adhesive and gelatinous like slag. If you touched it, it would leave a trail of slime on your fingers as though you were stroking a snail. Imagine that your psychosexual pain sits in the small of your back. The horror of endometriosis isn't just its disregard for borders and boundaries, the violent and grotesque way it fuses and adheres and sticks together and confuses and distorts anatomy with its sticky, sickly glue, but the way it metastasizes and resurfaces in unexpected new places and terrains, like a return of the repressed. It comes from within. In the stills that my surgeon took during my laparoscopy, in which 4 hours were spent excising diseased tissue and unsticking one of my ovaries from my pelvic wall, the inside of my body looks like a Cronenberg-themed amusement park. Wound lab, they might call it. In these photographs, a cluster of golden pills lines my pelvis like celestial bubble wrap. It shrouds my trapped ovary like mumia, almost completely obscuring it, and yet my organs look so pink and glossy and alive despite their immense disorder. It comes from within. Golden pearls invading every node of my body, even those parts that aren't riddled with reproductive disease. The theory is unstable and unsound. Because endometrial tissue can theoretically travel anywhere in the body, it can invade incongruous spaces like the bladder, the bowel, the kidneys, the chest cavity, even the brain. It's uncommon, but so is having a body with appropriate borders, and so is being lined with golden pearl food.